Ooh, we've arrived at Poptart's route properly. Chapter 6, Stranded. Okie dokie. Time to be more strategic going forward. Let's see how I do. Today's the day. We get to go home. I kept all my stuff packed so I wouldn't forget anything. I'm going to go see if the bus drivers are here. Spoilers, they're not. There's already a group congregating with luggage, but it doesn't look like anyone's boarded the buses yet. I guess Mr. Wiley still needs to open them.
Cadence!
Whoa! That scared me. Poptart, what is it? What's wrong?
I need...
What do you need?
I need...
Gosh dang it. Poptart, don't you start with me already again.
A bus buddy! Please, Cadence, will you be my bus buddy?
That's it? Jeez, you nearly gave me a heart attack. Sure, I'll be your bus buddy. Susie is probably sitting with Eugene anyways.
Thank you.
Yay!
Hey, here comes Mr. Wiley. Mr. Wiley! The buses are locked.
I know. Unfortunately, they're still broken down, too. I'm afraid we won't be going home today.
We're gonna think back to what we saw him doing last night. Anybody? We're gonna be stuck here for another day? Everyone starts talking all at once. Mr. Wiley holds up his hands for silence.
Bring it in.
Now, I know things are a little more than hectic right now, but don't worry. I've contacted your parents, and they're aware you'll be staying a little longer. Everything's all cleared up.
Oh, he did? Maybe now that there's service, I can call my mom.
But don't you worry your little heads. Amidst all of this bus turmoil, I have good news for you.
Oh?
Get over my dead body.
I'll be damned, excuse me, I'll be darned if I'm going to let a perfectly good day for band camp go to waste. You know what they say, when life gives you lemons, make lemonade! And when those lemons are broken down band buses, well, how often do we all end up stuck in the middle of nowhere with our instruments?
Mr. Wiley.
Hold on. You're saying we're still holding practice?
Bingo! Eat a hearty breakfast if you haven't already and meet at the field in 1 hour.
He moves off while everyone is left in a state of shock.
What?
We don't catch Garth's glower today. A rehearsal? But it's Saturday! My beef stew.
Aw, why the long face, Cadence? Don't you like band?
Of course! I love band. I just love it a little less when I don't get a break from it. What about you, Poptart? Don't you want to go home?
No.
Not really. This place is a whole lot better than my foster home.
Foster home?
No one's constantly banging on the walls, and there are no kids trying to steal from my stash with their grubby little fingers.
What stash?
My drug stash.
It's obviously his Pop-Tart stash. What?
Joking! My food stash, of course. You can't get by in life without one.
I didn't know you were in a foster home.
Of course you didn't. I never mentioned it. Now you know I'm not just wearing these hand-me-downs for my health.
He kicks at the ground purposefully. Pop-Tart, please, you're making me so sad. I stare at his dirty shoes, which might have once been vivid yellow in color. They're almost completely worn through, and the laces are on the verge of deteriorating. They look a little too big for him, too. How did I never notice?
Sorry.
I shouldn't joke about it. People never know how to react.
I search for words, but none come. I don't know whether to apologize or play it off and joke along with him. Luckily, I don't have to make the decision. Mr. Wiley blows his whistle and announces on his megaphone that rehearsal is starting in less than an hour. We'd better grab breakfast.
We?
Yeah. You coming or what, bus buddy?
Yeah, let's go.
Poptart goes on his merry way, but I feel like the world's largest trash heap as I walk alongside him. Oh. What happened to him that he ended up in a foster home? I should have been more observant. I should have been more sympathetic. But no, maybe he doesn't want sympathy? Just treat him normally. It's all you gotta do.
Whoa, it's crowded. Where should we sit?
I don't spot my usual crew. Tom and Peter are nowhere to be found. I see Susie eating along with Eugene, but I'm not going to bother them.
What's going on over there?
There's a table with only 2 occupants, Clark and Garth. That's an unusual pair. Wanna go see what's up?
That's okay.
Not really. I prefer to stay as far away as I can from that clarinet player. Let's sit somewhere else.
Under normal circumstances, I would agree. But I kind of want to go sit with Garth, because Garth is probably putting out, like, his sussy feelers to be like, Wiley's being weird. Anybody notice anything? And we saw stuff, and I'd like to be able to help Garth, because I was not much help last time. At the same time, I don't blame Poptart for not wanting to sit with Clark. Wish it was anybody else but Clark. But Clark and Poptart do have, like, a thing they gotta work out between themselves, as we saw in Clark's route. So maybe a similar thing is gonna happen here in Poptart's, where we gotta, like, get them to start working together. Let's try it. You don't have to come sit with me. I completely respect if you're like, you can go sit with them, but I really don't wanna. However, let's try sitting with them. Oh, come on! Clark's not some big scary bully. He's just a whiner. Sit down and see for yourself. I promise it'll be a good show. He's like, I don't wanna. I move towards the table and motion for Poptart to follow. He pauses a moment, then comes along. We sit down with Garth and Clark, but neither of them acknowledge our presence. Rude.
I have a complaint.
You need to be doing what is expected of you. You're the president. You need to lead this band. They're completely out of control.
Oh boy, I've heard this speech before. I roll my eyes at Poptart and mouth, what did I tell you? He chuckles under his breath, and the tension in his shoulders seems to ease. Good.
I'm a leader. I thought my only job was to choose themes for Spirit Week.
Very funny. I don't appreciate sarcasm when I am being serious.
You're right, you're right. I'm as serious about the band as you are. I'll listen.
Poor Garth looks 100% done, but I can tell Clark is only getting started. Clark, you've completely disappointed me. I want to help Garth with his sussing, okay? His sus sleuthing. I want to help him with this, and you're like, the band sucks. Let me list the ways that they suck. Anyway, if it helps Poptart realize that you're just a whiner, then it's fine, I guess.
Mm-hmm.
You were right. This is a good show.
Poptart and I enjoy our breakfast together with the unexpected source of entertainment. None of this is going the way I want it to, but it's fine. You know what? He enjoyed it. That's all that really matters. Before practice starts, I should call my mom and let her know what's going on. She might be worried about me, but the signal is practically non-existent. I try anyways. I think it's ringing? Did she pick up? Mom! Mom, are you there? There's nothing but static. Can you hear me? I can't hear you. Hello? I think I can hear a woman's voice respond, but it's muted and impossible to make out through the static. If you're there, I just want you to know that I'm fine and I'll see you soon. I love you. Nothing. I guess there was really no point in calling. It'll pay off one day, I'm sure. And thus begins Saturday morning practice, a practice nobody asked for. Everyone is groaning and grumpy. Conversation is limited because everyone is snapping at one another, taking their frustrations out on their friends. They can't help it. They wanted to go home. Now they're stuck working on a Saturday. And so we stretch in silence until...
Hold it.
Trombones? Minus Tom, who is sick. I need to speak with you.
The trombones do as he says. A moment later, I don't know why he bothered gathering them, because he's screaming at the top of his lungs.
I would solve it. I would solve it. Ah!
I'm the band director. You listen to what I say. When I say stand on your head, you stand on your head. When I say have a sectional during the first week of band camp...
Technically, the first week isn't over.
And you're lucky it isn't. If the bus weren't shot, I'd be twice as angry.
I don't think that's possible. Shh, Susie.
You better have a sectional today. And just so you don't forget about it, give me 3 laps around the field. You can think long and hard about your commitments.
The trombones do as he says, looking downcast. Honestly, they have no one to blame but themselves, but 3 laps on a hot Saturday morning still seems a little rough. Tom picked a good day to get sick. After that, the basic session is intense. Mr. Wiley pushes and only stops after the freshman sousaphone drops his instrument. Then, instead of giving us a water break, he sends us straight into relearning the ballad drill.
It's finally done! And there are no mistakes this time! Woohoo!
Glad to know we won't be getting sued after surprising the audience with a gigantic dick.
Disgusting!
Watch your profanity!
It's so hot out. I stand in the near non-existent shade of the lift and watch the band shuffle about looking for their sets. I can't stay here. I'm going to walk around. Seems the drums have been shoved backfield, out of sight, out of mind. Not far off, the trumpets are learning some kind of strange couples dance. I can practically hear Peter rolling his eyes. Hardly anyone is talking, save for Olive snapping at Poptart and Clark's usual lecturing. I don't have it in me to tell them to shut up today. They should know better.
Almost forgot! I'd like to make an announcement.
Please let this be our forgotten water break.
While marching to your sets, I want you to always be practicing your breathing and your fingerings.
There's a joke in there somewhere, but I'm too tired to find it.
Hey.
Cool it, Peter.
Because some of you aren't even playing when it comes time to play.
He whips out a familiar-looking device. It's the audio recorder he walked around with the other day. He holds it up for everyone to see, then looks straight at Poptart.
This is Poptart from the other day.
He presses a button. There's a long silence. Since I'm nearby, I can pick up the faint burble of band instruments, but nothing else. Clark speaks up from the other end of the field.
I can't hear anything!
Exactly.
I don't know any of these notes. I feel that.
You should have the music memorized by now. No excuses.
But I'm still trying to get the marching down.
Let's move on. Here's one of our freshmen guessing at the notes. I wonder if you can guess who.
He goes on to embarrass a handful of students, mostly rookies. I feel for them. Mr. Wiley, why are you doing this? Honestly, if I were in their position, I would just want to crawl into a hole and never come out. Or dare I say, quit band. Public humiliation is a terrible teaching tactic. Once he's done, it's back to running sets of the drill over and over and over again. The hot sun is beating down. What time is it? I'm so thirsty, and I haven't been working nearly as hard as everyone else. They might be getting dehydrated. Mr. Wiley?
What can I do you for, Cadence? Ugh, that sounds wrong. Made me sound like one of those troopers from Virginia. I'm never saying that again.
Where is he getting all of this energy? Sir, I think the band needs a break. It's been hours and they aren't looking so good.
Possible!
Nonsense! We just had a break.
What? When you called everyone out? That wasn't a break! They need water. Some of them look like they're going to collapse.
You might be right. Their performance is getting a little lackluster, too.
I am right. He goes to the center of the field.
Bring it in.
Okay, kiddos. Time for a nice, long 15-minute water break. Sorry I forgot about it. You're doing such a great job, it completely slipped my mind.
I'm glad he listened to what I had to say. Sometimes it's nice to be in a position of power. I find Poptart sitting in the shade of a small tree, knees drawn up to his chest and head bowed. Hey, Poptart. Are you okay? He doesn't move. Is he crying?
I should try harder.
I hate being called out.
Huh? Oh, he's not sad. He's angry.
I'm sick of being called out all the time! I'm trying my hardest! Can't everybody see that?
Pop-Tart, they just want you to be the best you can be. I know it can get annoying, but people teach in all different ways. I guess this is how Mr. Wiley teaches lessons, as much as I don't like it. And for what it's worth, I can tell you're trying your hardest. Anyway, I guess I'll go. Make sure you hydrate. I start to walk away.
Thank you.
What was that?
Thank you. For always being so nice to me. No matter what mistakes I make.
Of course. You're welcome.
You're not like other people.
Thank you? But there are plenty of nice, patient people in this band besides me, you know?
Maybe.
He turns away, lying down on his side, which makes me think the conversation has ended. I leave him to his rest, hoping he feels better soon. 15 minutes later, we're ready to continue working hard. I'm up on the podium when I hear Pop-Tart calling me from the mellophone section.
I'm confused.
Cadence, can you help me with something?
Hey! If you have a problem, you come to me!
Okay. I don't really understand 6/8 time signature. Are we taking 6 steps during that measure, or...?
It's not that hard. Do you even pay attention? We take 2 steps per measure and we count 1, 2, 3 in our head for each one. It's not that hard.
This is why I asked Cadence.
Get with it. If you don't understand something, watch what everyone else is doing, and if you're smart, you'll figure it out.
I wish I could step in and help Pop-Tart myself. It is a long, long practice with no end in sight and hardly any breaks. Just when I'm beginning to think I've died and gone to hell, Mr. Wiley calls it.
All right.
Everyone, that's good for today. Bring it in for a huddle.
We do as he asks, moving sluggishly. I can hardly lift my feet. I can't imagine how those who have been marching all day must feel.
I'm sorry we got stuck here for the weekend, but I'm proud of you all for pushing through it. We got a lot done today, and you should be proud of yourselves.
I'm too tired to feel proud.
And don't worry, I do have a bit of good news. I'm giving you the day off tomorrow. God rested on the 7th day when he created the earth, and so too shall we while creating this marching band show. Have a good one!
He moves off, thankfully not making us go to the ready.
Remind me how this is good news. We were supposed to have tomorrow off anyways.
Yeah. I'm too tired to complain or feel grateful or anything. I just want to collapse into bed. But before that, I need to get something in my stomach. I don't know if this counts as lunch or dinner at this point, but I'm starving, so I fill up my plate with everything the buffet has to offer. So does Pop-Tart. We managed to get a table to ourselves this time.
What are they doing?
He points past me. I turn to see Garth and Susie standing at the center of the cafeteria. Oh no, goodbye, Garth. An announcement?
Bonjour.
May I have your attention, please?
Everyone quiets down and looks at the two of them curiously.
Tonight, the band will be holding a fundraiser in the form of... Drumroll, please. A man auction, hosted by the lovely Susie.
Everyone begins talking at once. Susie steps forward with a little wave.
The boys can volunteer to be bid on. The highest bidder wins that boy for a day, and their money will go toward helping the band.
What can we do with the boy we win?
Keep it legal. Nothing out of their boundaries.
Personally, I'd make him do all of my chores.
Be there or be square. Remember, it's to support the band. Mr. Wiley will be there, and I'm sure he'd love to see each and every one of your smiling faces.
They leave, and everyone in the cafeteria begins talking about tonight. Wow, this sure was sudden. I hadn't heard them mention anything about a man auction. If Susie had known about it earlier, then it definitely should have gotten around by now. This sounds like it will be fun. Do Do you think you'll volunteer, Poptart?
No.
I don't really want to go.
Really?
I'd rather just stay in my room. You have fun at the auction, okay?
Okay. He gets up to throw his tray away, and I feel a little bad. I guess it's not his thing. Fair enough. The rest of the day flies by. I spend it relaxing.
Woohoo! Cadence! What did you think of my announcement? Exciting, right?
Oh yeah, I can't wait. Was the auction your idea?
No, it was Garth's. He was kind enough to let me host it. Help me with my makeup?
Sure thing. Together we make sure Susie's makeup is on point. When we finished...
All right, to the pavilion.
All of a sudden, something holds me back.
Cadence, you coming?
Actually... I feel like both of these lead to Pop-Tart. It's just that one is, like, more overt about it. I don't know if I want to be like, I'd rather hang out with Pop-Tart than go to the man auction. Let's do this instead of this. Yeah. I don't feel so well all of a sudden.
Oh no! You're not getting sick, are you? Do you think you caught what Tom had?
She starts to come over, but I bend over, clutching my stomach.
Yikes! Don't you dare puke on me! Go back to the dorm and rest. I'll let you know how it goes later.
Thanks. I will. I run back inside before she can stop me. After Susie leaves, I sneak on over to the supplemental room at the end of the lodge, the one Pop-Tart shares with a bunch of other rookies. Knew it. It seems pretty quiet right now. Everyone must be heading to the pavilion for the auction. The door opens and Pop-Tart answers it.
Cadence? What are you doing here?
I was wondering if you wanted to hang out. I don't really feel like going to the auction either.
Oh,
Yes, come in. So, here we are. Welcome to my room.
It's kind of a mess. Maybe we should have hung out in my room instead. Pop-Tart goes over to a cluttered desk and hops onto a computer.
Darn, internet's still down.
Oh, did you bring your laptop?
no.
I don't own a laptop. This is Alex's laptop. It was really easy to guess his password.
Pop-Tart. So, he doesn't know you're using his computer.
Nope. But don't worry, I've been repaying him by editing the typos in his story.
His story?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, he's writing the story with himself as the main character, and he has all these girls falling over him. It's a fun read.
I'm so torn. I don't know how much unhingedness I should give myself up to and how much I should be like, now listen here, you gotta calm down. But I am morbidly curious what Alex's story is about, so I'm gonna give into it. Can I see it?
Sure.
He clicks on a folder on the desktop entitled Fantasy Files. I know this is wrong, but I'm too curious for my own good. Agent Albatross. So he's a secret agent in his ultimate fantasy, eh?
Look! He rescues Wendy from the evil Dr. Panther.
Ooh, looks like someone's got a crush on the little trumpet freshman girl. Geez, you'd think he'd at least change the names up in case someone hacks his laptop.
I'm thinking of casually inserting myself into the scenes of the story as a sidekick. So if he ever goes back and reads it...
Yeah, and you should make it so all of the girls were in love with you all along, and that's why they were hanging around him, to get closer to you.
That'd be hilarious.
I'd love to see his reaction when he reads it back. What will your codename be?
Agent Panda.
Perfect. Eventually, our guilt catches up with us, and we close out of Alex's fantasy files. Suddenly, Poptart produces a flash drive from his pocket.
Wanna see my awkward adoption video?
Good God. Your what?
My awkward adoption video. All of the kids in my foster home get one, and they give it to us on a flash drive to carry it around. You never know when someone might want to adopt you.
Okay, then. Sure, let's see it. The video pops up and he presses play. It's a video of a slightly younger Poptart standing in the shallow end of a pool. He stares awkwardly at the camera. A cheesy-sounding guitar provides the soundtrack. Aw, how old are you here?
13, I think.
There's a woman yelling, "Go out and play, hon!" from behind the camera. Poptart stares blankly for a moment. He wades in a little deeper, glancing at the camera every few steps.
I guess acknowledging it's awkward doesn't make it any less awkward, huh?
A voiceover comes on, talking about how much he loves ice cream cake and playing board games. It can hardly be heard. It can barely be heard over the cheesy guitar. But there's something strange I notice. They never said your name.
That makes sense. My foster mom wrote the script, and she's pretty scatterbrained. I guess that explains why no one's adopted me.
What is your real name?
It's Poptart.
It is not. Be serious.
Okay. It's Cadence.
That's my name.
I'm going to change the subject now.
Poptart! Poptart?
To the real reason no one adopted me.
Huh? He's got me. I stay quiet and let him continue.
It's because I'm old and shy around strangers.
That's not nearly as scandalous as you made it sound.
Everyone wants a newborn or a little kid who's full of energy. Nobody wants the awkward high schooler stowed away in their room.
Aww. Yeah, actually. I would.
You're funny. It's okay. I'm not sad. I know I'll never get adopted. I'm at peace with it. It's just...
Just what?
Well, I would have liked to go to college, but I don't think I'll be able to get there without help. My foster mom keeps taking on more and more kids to get more money from the state, but it seems like it's never enough. And my foster dad regards everyone except his biological son as invisible, so he would never support me. But enough about me. I want to know more about you. What's your family like?
There's not much to tell. I'm an only child, my parents are divorced, and I love marching band. That's it.
That can't be all.
Well, that's all I have to say to a guy who won't even tell me his name.
I told you my name. It's Poptart.
Oh, come on! I thought you didn't even like that name.
I'm at peace with it.
He pulls out a Pop-Tart and offers it to me.
Cookies and cream.
Thanks. Just how many Pop-Tarts did he bring with him to camp? He's got a whole box over there. Hey, Pop-Tart.
Yeah?
I've noticed you're kind of, antisocial. Do you not like the other kids in the band?
I don't know them well enough to say.
It always seems like you want to eat by yourself. Or you only want to hang out with me and no one else.
You were the best.
I really enjoy our time together.
Thanks, but this band is filled with lots of great people. You should take the time to get to know some of them.
I know, but I don't do well in big crowds. They're so noisy and... well, just like in the foster home, I don't have a standout personality. I fade into the background like I always do. And no one talks to me.
I reach out and touch his shoulder. I won't let that happen. Tomorrow, I'll introduce you to some of my best friends in the band. Pop-Tart smiles, albeit a bit hesitant, but then it drops away as quickly as it came.
Someone's coming.
Huh? Pop-Tart hurriedly closes Alex's laptop, As soon as he does, the door bursts open. Oh, right. This is after Wiley, like, scolded him and he got sent back to his room.
Wow, you look terrible.
Oh my goodness. Alex, did something happen?
No! I'm fine!
Is the auction over?
No. I got bored, so I left.
Are you crying?
No!
He's definitely crying.
Fine! I signed up to be in the auction, okay?
Oh, no one bid on you.
No! Before I could even go up there, Mr. Wiley...
Hmm?
I bid on Samuel because I wanted to make my section leader my personal servant, and Mr. Wiley kicked me out of the auction! I didn't mean anything else by it. I wasn't implying anything.
You poor thing.
Life sucks.
Shut up. I don't want your pity.
Both of these are so savage. I guess because Peter's not here, I gotta step into Peter's shoes. Your life doesn't suck. You did deserve it, but Wiley also deserved it. Harsh truths. You deserved it.
Agreed.
Way to kick a guy while he's down. He starts crying even harder. Try and think before you speak next time, okay? I give him a little pat on the shoulder. He's like, oh, a girl touched me. Everything, my life doesn't suck.
Oh, okay.
Well, I guess I better head out then. Thanks, Poptart. I'm glad I decided to spend the evening in with you.
Bye.
Me too. See you tomorrow.
See you. I wonder when Alex starts writing about Cadence in his fanfic, and what Poptart will think of it. I hurry and throw on my pajamas, turn off the lights, then dive into bed. I pretend to be asleep when Susie comes back. No offense to her, but I don't really feel like talking. I know she's upset I couldn't come tonight, but I feel I made the right decision. Yes, I'm positive I did.